Hello, I'm Suzanne Curry. I am Canadian and I'm the founder and director of Sandpipers Nursery and School in Grenada, West Indies. My greatest challenge as an educational leader has been unifying a distinct group of people into one community with one mission. In the last 15 years, I have established two most successful Montessori schools on the island. My biggest obstacle has been to get my teaching staff to buy into this unfamiliar methodology to Grenada. I became very interested in professional learning communities during my Master of Education program at St. George's University. Hours upon hours of research indicated that this approach would enhance teacher collaboration while working towards a shared mission of child-centered learning. The research question that guided my capstone is, how does the implementation of a professional learning community impact my school's development? This presentation will focus on a year-long action research study that I conducted while leading this diverse and unique team. I wanted to create an interactive website that would enable teachers, parents, and any new administration in understanding how the implementation of a professional learning community has transformed our school community. Here's a screenshot of our new interactive website. Let's first start with what are the objectives of a professional learning community, specifically at Sandpipers School. PLCs have gained considerable attention in the education sector. The professional learning model is a grand design, a powerful way of teachers working together that can profoundly affect the practice of the school. As Richard Dufour, the creator of PLCs, states, our best hope for improving schools is to focus on developing the capacity of the people within the schools. You might be curious as to what was the motivation for me to initiate this PLC approach. Sandpipers is a unique community of teachers and school families from all around the world. Our staff and students are diverse in culture, ethnicity, and educational levels. We are distinctive in our social identities, skill sets, and core values, and the language we speak. In addition to the diversity of our school community, Sandpipers' teaching methodologies are based on the Montessori approach, which is also unique to most Grenadians. Here in this image, you can see the diversity of our staff and students. You can also see some of the Montessori manipulatives that are used for hands-on learning. The Montessori method was developed by Dr. Maria Montessori in the early 1900s. It's a specific child-centered method of education that involves child-led activities in classrooms with children of mixed ages. And the teachers encourage independence among their students. This is quite the opposite of traditional schooling system that most of our teaching staff were exposed to before joining us, including me. So let me share with you what I learned from my literature review and how this guided the development of the PLC. I learned that in order to create a collaborative environment, there are some preliminary foundations that must be laid. The first is to develop safe space norms with the group. School should be a safe place to allow learners the freedom to explore. Some of the norms that we established as a group are working hard to recognize our varying accessibility to education, take risks and challenge ourselves, and to listen and challenge with care. Another essential part of building a solid foundation for collaboration is to create a school mission statement. Every school must establish and communicate a shared purpose and direction in order to create unity. This statement provides alignment and has given focus amongst the team, including parents, about the vision of our learning community. What next? Well, through the literature review, I came to understand that teachers are in essence adult learners. Adult learning theory suggests that adults need to be interested in the content and be able to use the knowledge purposefully in their own context. Here at Sandpipers, the teachers are immersed in a learning institution that promotes learning for all the school community. Sandpipers provides the optimal learning experience, practitioner research at its best. As all good researchers do, it is important to discuss the limitations that impacted the development of the capstone. The impacts of COVID affected the timeline for all of us. We lost 3 months of school due to lockdown and school closures. This also resulted in a high turnover of teachers. Some teachers were not able to resume their employment with us after the COVID closure as they had family obligations to stay home and help their children with their online learning. The school closure also meant that we were only able to take part in the starter phase, and now we are only implementing the developmental phase of the PLC. Furthermore, the limitation of the PLC at the school did not work out for some of the teachers. Some of our staff were not able to participate in cooperative learning or to grasp the school philosophy and expectations. In turn, this has encouraged me to have a closer look at our hiring of new teachers and ways to boost teacher retention. Okay, let's have a look at the website. As you can see here, this is a screenshot of the administration page. On the left-hand side are all the different sections that I've created. These sections are filled with resources, personal notes, and PDF documents. Some of these include teacher interview questions, teacher reviews and goal setting, lesson planning templates, staff meeting agendas, and they all link to the teacher training videos and mini workshop articles, which you will hear about next. In addition to the administrative area, I also have a parent and teacher resource page. These are filled with educational videos about how professional learning communities have enhanced Sandpipers school culture. In addition to the website, I've made some major changes to our daily life at Sandpipers. One of these major changes was the restructuring of our staff meetings. They used to be one-sided checkbox style meetings. Now they've taken a new format with a focus on collaborative discussion groups. The restructuring of our monthly staff meetings has resulted in higher learning for all, in a collective atmosphere which supports and transforms the teachers as learners. Let me tell you more about our discussion groups and what exactly happens in them. Most educators will agree that time for professional development is a precious commodity. In order to meet this, I've implemented a flipped classroom approach by using Edpuzzle as the teaching tool. Edpuzzle gives us access to millions of videos from around the world, from diverse schools all around the world. I can choose a video that is relatable to our teachers and our school community. I can then add notes and open-ended questions throughout these videos. The teachers have the app on their phone, and they're free to watch the videos independently or collectively during their breaks or home time. Teachers take notes in their journals or on their phones and join our monthly discussion groups prepared to reflect and discuss the open-ended questions that are embedded throughout the videos. Some of the topics we discuss are growth mindset, social identity, communication with parents, responsible recess supervision, and more. In addition to the transformation of the staff meetings and the implementation of the Edpuzzle training videos, I've also created teacher-led mini workshops. These mini workshops are engaging and interactive. The teachers present once a month on an article of their choice from the website. The teachers are responsible to choose any article, read it, and disseminate the information to a short, succinct workshop for their colleagues. This slide shows some of the articles on the new website that the teachers are able to choose from. It's a working section, and I will continually update as I find up-to-date educational articles. In closing, I'd like to say that although PLCs have common characteristics, the implications for developing a PLC can vary from school to school. At Sandpipers, a PLC was well worth pursuing as a means of aligning a mission statement with a diverse teaching team. The PLC model has given Sandpipers teachers the capacity to work as a team with a focus on improved student learning. And the last slide are my references, and thank you very much.